President of Mongolia Khürelsükh will be beginning his four-day state visit to India starting today. During the visit, President Murmu will meet with her Mongolian counterpart and host a banquet in his honor. President Khürelsükh will hold talks with Prime Minister Modi as well and review the entire gamut of bilateral relations. Diplomatic relations between India and Mongolia were established in 1955. Over the past 7 decades, the two countries have developed a close and multifaceted partnership anchored in shared cultural and spiritual links and democratic values. This is the President's first visit to India in his capacity as the head of state of Mongolia. Let's get you more on this key visit. We go across live to DD India Siddharth Bhardwaj for that. Hi Siddharth, now what more can you tell us about the agenda of this visit?
Hi Gautam, first of all a very good afternoon to you. If you look at a broader picture of this state visit by the Mongolian President, then we can certainly say that this visit will boost the bilateral relations between both the countries, will add a fillip to the bilateral ties between both the countries. We know that the Mongolian President Khürelsükh is paying state visit to India at the invitation of the Honorable President of India Droupadi Murmu. And he's coming with a high-level delegation which comprises of cabinet members, the member of parliaments, cultural representatives and other delegates as well, Gautam. So with such a high-level delegation, we expect talks, to cover various sectors, including health and education among various sectors when it comes to the bilateral ties between both the nations. He will be meeting the President of India, who will be hosting a banquet in his honor, and then President of Mongolia will be meeting Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, and both the leaders will discuss the entire gamut of bilateral relations. When I talk about the relations between both the countries, as you've also told our viewers, that the diplomatic relations between both the countries were established in 1955, and over past 7 decades, both the countries have developed a relation which is close and multifaceted, and also spans in sectors like defense, health, mining, parliamentary exchanges, among others. And it also gives an opportunity to both the leaders, Gautam, to review the progress in bilateral ties and also, exchange views on issues of global and regional issues. So in that manner, this is a very significant visit by the Mongolian President, which will elevate the bilateral ties, and both the leaders will also focus on some areas, and this will certainly give an opportunity to both the leaders. So in that manner, Gautam, it's a very, very significant visit by the Mongolian President.
Well, certainly, Siddhartha. And what is Mongolia's strategic significance for India, and what are the two countries looking to gain from each other by enhancing their mutual cooperation?
Well, that's a very nice question, Gautam, and which pops up another question, that why Mongolia matters, and there are various reasons to it. Number one is that Mongolia supports India's position when it comes to multilateral fora, and in return, India also supports Mongolia when it comes to its regional and strategic initiatives. So this mutual backing, Gautam, adds a weight to the diplomatic ties between both the countries. Apart from that, in this era when India is very close to becoming the 3rd largest economy in the world, there are various demands, and one of the most important demands is of energy security, which India is looking at. India is looking to diversify its energy security, and Mongolia somewhere play a pivotal role in that, because Mongolia is rich in natural resources, rare earth, copper, which is very crucial. However, India is transitioning towards clean and green energy, but still the need of the hour is the strengthening of the energy security. Apart from that, Gautam, when it comes to the cultural ties between both the countries, then they go beyond the defense and trade ties, because that especially goes via Buddhism. So, and this strengthening of cultural ties between both the countries is, on the other hand, strengthening the soft diplomacy, people-to-people ties, cultural cooperation, cultural exchanges. Apart from that, when I talk about the defense ties between both the countries at the military level, then both the countries hold this joint military exercise called Nomadic Elephant every year. So all in all, we can say that the ties between both the countries will be boosted with this visit by the Mongolian President. Also, Gautam, when I talk about the bilateral trade, it currently stands at somewhere around $110 billion, which is expected to grow in the coming future. And also when I talk about the Indian community in Mongolia, Gautam, it's short as of now, but then the sentiments are very, very strong, and some of them work with the organized sector, and some are self-employed. So the sentiments are high, and this is a really, really significant visit by the Mongolian president, which will certainly boost the bilateral ties between both the countries. And also both the leaders, when I talk about the Mongolian president and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they will focus on various areas and also review the progress in bilateral ties between both the countries. Gautam.
Certainly. Thanks, Siddharth. Let's hope that the strategic ties that India and Mongolia share, it's a strategic partnership, that the relationship is already at right now in terms of its status. It gets a further fillip with this visit as well. Thanks a lot for joining us.